Good afternoon, B3L. It's Roats DB. Actually, it's good morning. Coming to you here with a quick morning update. Going to try and change the cadence to mornings here and kick off the day right. Going to go through a quick update here, and then as we go, we'll introduce some current events, any interesting news in the space as well. So, looking at market activity, ETH volumes are holding kind of steady here over the last little bit, down low, down in that range of near all-time lows, but consistent. Looking for volumes to kick up here, but overall, they're at least holding kind of steady here. Daily unique ETH NFT buyers has been rising, and that's very positive. We're seeing that both in Blur and OpenSea holding steady, but really Blur activity increasing there. Looking at WETH volume activity, that has been coming down a little bit from the highs that it was previous, and looking a little bit better that way. So that is positive to see. Want to see that come down probably in that 60% range to be the most healthy. So we'll look for it there. Blue chip index has been on a bit of a recent slide here, almost following that long-term trend line. The variability that we're seeing within this index has been by maybe a little less activity in CryptoPunks, which holds kind of the largest weight, and can see some inconsistencies in terms of higher end sales and then lower end sales, and it really kind of throws this index for a bit of a loop. So just kind of keep that in mind when you see some of that volatility. Over the last week, Pudgy Penguins have performed well, Azuki have performed well, and D-Gods with CryptoPunks, Captains, and CloneX a little bit on the lower side. CryptoPunks maybe giving back some of those gains that it had previously, but good to see that we're seeing a little bit more on the positive side here as things kind of have, I think, mostly bottomed out. Midcap 150-day index, fairly consistent on that trend line as well. But at least that sharp decline in the early July part results in a recovery, and we're holding fairly well. Looking at some of the gainers there, we have Sandbox, Valhalla, Beans, and Quirkies, and Kilobears all kind of leading the way. Kenpai, I think, as well. And then Crypto Dick Butts down a bit over the last week. Of course, there's the kind of the sell-off news there with Dick Butts that will have kind of changed the whole dynamic. And some of that result, Gutter Cat, Digidaidaku, and Potatoes on the lower side there in terms of losses. And then looking at profit, this chart's a little wild when you look at it, but what I look at here is this green line. We're seeing that profit line increase, which is positive, means more sales are in that profit range. Overall, though, profits are down. Anyone that's selling long term into kind of those recent prices is taking a bit of a loss instead of holding through it. Also sent out a tweet last night where we looked at a lot of the top collections, and most of the top collections the holders are holding for quite a long time and holding through this. So it's maybe some of the hurried few that are resulting in some of these floor price declines, as well as some of these sell-off and loss profit amounts. So that's all for me here today. Like I said, we're going to incorporate some recent news, etc., and look at collections and try to keep these going here in the mornings as we move forward. So cheers. Have a good one, Days.